I'd love to know how many Red Sox games minimum do I have to go to keep my Massachusetts license? I'm Josh Rosenberg, and
I'm Rabbi Vanessa Harper, and we are currently in our apartment in Astoria, Queens, in New York City, which we will soon be vacating to move to Newtonville.
I'm going to be the Director of Young Family Learning and Engagement, shaping the Jewish journeys of newborns through second graders, both in Yaldenu and sort of overseeing Gan Elohim, working with Nancy to transition Gan Elohim families and families outside of TBE's preschool into our Limud program starting in kindergarten, and then hopefully shepherding them into whatever Jewish choices their family makes next.
I'm going to be serving as the assistant rabbi and educator, and my job is actually going to be split between TBE and GAN Academy. And so the time that I'm at TBE, I'll be on the clergy team, so I'll be on the Bima, you'll get to see me, and I'll be teaching a lot, mostly our teens and adults, but hopefully I'll be all over the place as well. And in the time that I'm at GAN Academy, I'm going to be their first Reform Rabbi in residence, and I'll be on the Jewish Studies faculty as well.
I come to sort of religious Jewish practice and exploring Jewish identity relatively late in life. My newfound identity sort of began around age 18, 19 and up through now. And so I come to both living Jewish, doing Jewish, and teaching Jewish with kind of a wide-eyed wonder still, because there are always things that I'm learning and encountering and discovering for the first time.
I come with a love of feminist Torah and trying to dig out the stories that we don't always see, and all that kind of work, and being able to work with our hands and bring in all kinds of different things that we wouldn't necessarily think belong in synagogue. And I was that kid who was always in the building. Like, I don't know, even there didn't have to be anything on. I was just wandering around the synagogue. Just so part of being in that space, it was just, there was something about being in the synagogue that I loved and I was drawn to.
Vanessa is, and always shall be my shepherd in my Jewish journey. And I mean that almost literally, in the sense that around 18, 19, I sort of had a spiritual reawakening, for lack of a better word. I started embracing my Jewish identity more as a positive thing rather than something to push away. But I wasn't sure where to go with it. And so I was kind of wandering, like a sheep wandering around a field. And meeting Vanessa very soon after I graduated college, she's shepherded me through this whole process of not only becoming a professional Jew, but just becoming a personal Jew.
Oh man, Josh has been so supportive. He has been just an absolute rock for me especially throughout rabbinical school. He's always, his curiosity and his excitement in engaging with the deep questions of just like, what is the Jewish future? This is the kind of stuff we'd be sitting around at like 10:30 at night, like, what is going to happen to the Jewish people? How will we, like, these are the conversations that we have at 10:30 at night. I think we push each other to be more thoughtful about our Judaism and to build it into the kind of practice that we want to have, and then to be able to bring that kind of energy to serving others. I
feel like in my own Jewish journey, I would love to feel at home in any Jewish space that I'm in. I already have that feeling, and I already know that this is going to be a Jewish home for me, and I'm fairly certain for us.